So I'm a recovered alcoholic, fully recovered. I've heard people say, you can't say that. The hell I can't, and I am. Remember, the words of life and death are in the power of the tongue. So I turned to alcoholism. This is an important point. People turn to an addiction to turn the pain off. I'm not going to go over the pain in my life. That's not important. But that's a decision that I made, and it's one that is a very bad trap, because over time, it will kill you. And that's exactly what it aimed to do. So I'd reached the point, I don't even remember 2022. And I knew in early 23 that I was dying. I could feel it. I don't know how to make that make sense to you, but it is a feeling and a knowing. And here's a side note. I actually had the tremors. It's called tetany, full body. Couldn't keep food on a spoon or a fork. I'd spill my drinks all the time. I went to the doctor because when you're that far gone, and I'm talking late stage alcoholism, you're thinking crazy things like, well, my dad had Parkinson's, maybe this is it. You know, you're thinking Michael J. Fox. I went to the doctor, right? And he said, well, you have essential tremors. Never bothered to ask me if I was downing a handle of vodka every day. Oh, there was an argument that ensued because I didn't get the COVID vaccination and that I was putting his entire staff at risk. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. But I got a prescription that would handle my essential tremors. So, late one night, after a full body sweat, about 2 o'clock in the morning, and the shakes, which are so bad that you wake up, I went downstairs and filled my glass with straight vodka. I went to the porch, sat down, drank it, because I knew it would take care of the shakes. Pills weren't working. Funny that. Had my cigarette, and then as I got up to go back to bed, because the shakes do go away when you feed the demon, I fell off the porch into a snowbank. And I've been an athlete my whole life. I was not able to get up. And, you know, it makes sense to a drunk. I'm on that porch wearing a white t-shirt, shorts, and my sandals, flip-flops. I'm not going to be there long. I just need to get the juice in. But now I can't get off the ground, and it is lightly snowing, and it is about 15, 16, 17 degrees. And I tried, and I couldn't. And then I tried again, and I couldn't. And I got very angry. Very angry. And sadly, no, the blessing, I accused God of the three things that I knew were in the Bible. You came to set us free, you came to break our chains, and you came to lead us out of bondage. And you're going to do that for everybody, but you're not going to do that for me. Blacked out. I woke up at 8 o'clock the next morning, 25 feet away, inside my home, on the ground, with the door closed. And I fired off flare. Still drunk. I was awakened by getting licked by my two Bernese Mountain Dogs. And I fired off the flare and told a group of close friends that I can't stop and I have a problem and I need to address it. And I made an 800 number phone call from my employer, who my boss, a hero to this day, had given me maybe a week before. And they got me into a treatment program. I like to call that sleepaway camp. I was so bad that I was in their medical unit, let's call it that, with the doctors and the nurses and the pills and the monitoring. And they kept telling me, you're dying. And I said, I know that. I've known that for a couple of weeks. It went on for a couple of days, 5 days. 5 days before I was released into the general population. 16 hours a day, no phone, no book, no TV, no radio, no nothing. 16 hours a day. On night 7, I'm alone. This hand shakes me awake and says, I broke your chains. There was no accusation. There was no shame. It was beautiful. And I went for the 28 or 30 days knowing that I was in the process of being healed. For whom the Son sets free is free indeed. I'm going to lecture you again. That's in your Bible that you're not reading. For whom the Son sets free is free indeed. I have never been to an AA program. I don't struggle through the day fighting my nails hoping to make it to a church, to drink burned coffee just to make it till tomorrow. You can have this. You can have this. He just asks that you ask and that you believe. I didn't even ask in a humble tone. I accused him. I broke your chains. Yeah. Never been to a program, never drank, never been back. I attend weddings and birthday parties and holiday events and football games and tailgaters and take what I'm giving you. Know that you'll be told by Satan, no, he won't do it for you. You forgot to mention Satan, that he would say to me during terminal brain cancer, I'm not done with the miracles. You don't run out. You will be a living testimony to my grace and my power. I love you guys.